Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. You are watching From Nisha's View, and we're on the photography side, so you know what it is. It is Photography Talk with Nisha. So today we're going to continue with my little series of the setup versus the shot. Is that what I called it last time? The setup versus the shot. The setup versus the photo. Anyway, I think of it and put the title on it some kind of way. So last time we were at a maternity shoot and I took you with me behind the scenes of how I got the setup versus the shot. I think that's what I called it. So today we're going to do that again on a creative session that I had with someone. So we're going to get right into it, okay? Right after this. So stay tuned. We're going to get into the setup versus the shot. Okay, so on this episode of the setup versus the shot, yes, that's what we're going to call it. The setup versus the shot. This is going to be a creative type of session, type of shoot. So I wanted to have minimal equipment again. So I didn't want to take any lights with me I just wanted to have my camera and my lens, just like in the last video. All I had was my camera and my lens. And I took other things with me, but didn't use them. But for this session, I really wanted minimal equipment. So all I did pack were my two favorite lenses, 85mm and the 35mm, okay? And I also took my reflectors because I know it was going to be outside. First of all, this is on location again, outside in the morning, about 9 o'clock in the morning. So I knew from looking at the weather that the sun was going to be out, okay? The sun was going to be out, so I had to prepare. So in my bag, I also put in an ND filter. So in this session, I did use my ND filter. I had to because the sun was bright. And with that ND filter, it blocks out at least 3 stops, I want to say, maybe even more, maybe 4. But anyway, it blocked out the light and it was perfect. So one tip I can give you, if you're a beginner or intermediate or whatever, just as a photographer, watch the Weather Channel. If you're going out on location for your session, make sure you watch the Weather Channel. Make sure you see what the weather is going to be like, if it's going to be sunny, overcast, whatever kind of day it's going to be that day. Make sure you watch it so you can prepare the night before. Okay? Now, I know we're in Georgia. Sometimes the weather is crazy and just be all over the place. But for the most part, early in the morning or 9 o'clock is not real early, but it's early enough. You can, pretty much guarantee that it may not be raining. I'm not going to say guaranteed it ain't going to be raining, but I'm just going to say you have a better chance in the morning getting a photo shoot done than in the afternoon, because sometimes them afternoon pop-up showers be coming like crazy. But anyway, so this is a natural light. We're using all natural light with this, no strobes or constant light or anything. Just my camera, my lens, and an ND filter. That's it. I didn't even use a reflector in this. So, okay, moving on. So we got that out the way. Got the equipment done. So our bag is packed, our equipment is done. Also in this shoot, I used film. I used some film. Now, if by the time this video goes up and I've got my roll back of film, because I still need to finish the roll, I'll post the film pictures in here in this video. So if you see it, I'll make sure to say, oh, this is from the film. Okay. And yeah, so we went to this place. It is in Arabia Mountain. It is in Lithonia, Georgia. And a lot of places use this. It's a barn, and it has really tall grass. And you've probably seen this building in some movies or TV shows before. This is where they shot it. So I wanted to make sure to keep his aesthetic, the how he dresses, his style, true to him, but still, you know, give it a little kick up a little bit, just thinking outside of the box and not necessarily doing a studio shoot, because he says that all he really have done was studio work. So we outside. We outside. All right. So we get to the barn and immediately, you know, we start to work. We start to work, and I love to work with other creatives because they know what they want. I know what I want. We on the same page. So things just, you know, they roll nice. They roll nice. So here I brought a fan because, you know, I have to take, this is my Beyonce fan. I use this Beyonce fan for just about anything. Okay, so Beyonce fan was there. Oh, that is some equipment that I did take. So make sure that it was packed and ready to go. So the Beyonce fan is there. I brought a stool as well. So a stool for him to sit on, model with, you know, just props. I love props. If you have a prop, bring it. I love it. And yeah, so we started working. And then the sunnies, the sunglasses are another prop that I brought. And yeah, we just, you know, and he had, his outfit is him. That's him. This is him. And I like that. Okay. I like when they come prepared and come ready to work and ready to just create. I love it. I love it. So, yep. So that's that. Now I'm going to put up the settings. Now I knew already that I was going to need my ND filter. So that was already on my camera, on my lens, the ND filter. And I would put up with the ND filter and the many stops. I can't remember how many stops it is, but I will put it on the screen of the number of stops that it blocked the light. So I put that there. But originally the settings, my original settings before the ND filter, I shot at ISO 320, 85 millimeter. I used the 85 for everything, and f2.2. And then the shutter speed was at 1/1250. 1/1250. Yes. The sun was bright. So there was no reason for me to go low because I didn't want no more sun. I didn't want any more light coming in. So low mode was not the thing to do with this session because the sun was so bright. So I needed to go up on the shutter speed. Go up, okay, to decrease the light, the amount of light coming in. And with that ND filter, it really, really, really helped block out as much as light as possible. So, but it also helped me to freeze action because he would be moving. So that's another thing that I wanted to make sure that I was being cognizant of my settings in the triangle, because I knew he would be moving. So that means I need to freeze the action. And so that means that the shutter speed needed to be up a little bit more too. Okay. The shutter speed needed to be up way above, I'm going to say even 250, because then it's still too bright. It's too much light. It's too much light coming in. I may be freezing the action a little bit, but it's too much. It's too much light. It's too much light. All right. So I had to go up on the shutter speed to decrease some of that light hitting, and then put the ND filter on, and we good. And with 1250, I'm definitely freezing action. So, and I mean, I could have went down on ISO and did 120. Or 100, 120. I could have did that, but I just kept it at 320. It just gives a little bit more grain, and which is what I wanted in my picture. I wanted a certain look and a certain feel of the picture. So those are the settings. And then 2.2, I probably could have went a little, you know, I could have shot wide open. I think this goes down to 1.8 or 2. I think it's 2. But anyway, I could have shot at 2. And wouldn't have been that much of a difference between 2.2. But those are the settings. Those are my true settings of what I use for the whole session. I did not touch any of my settings the whole time we were there. The whole time we were there. And I give, thanks to me having that ND filter on the lens. So back to the pictures and to the shoot. Yep. So we're just, once we start going and I show you the fire that I'm seeing, oh, it's on then. Okay, so it is on. We just, rocking through it. And I love that for us. I love that. I love that. So yeah, so that's basically, the shots that we got in the grass. And then I brought a backdrop with a white cover. I don't want to say cover, but it's like a curtain. So it was like a white curtain that I had over a single backdrop. I didn't want a big backdrop because it's just him. So the single backdrop worked fine. So this is what we did there with the single backdrop. And he changed outfits, which was fine. I love it. Love it. Love it. And yeah, so same settings. I'm telling you, I did not change anything on my camera at all. This was all the same settings, same everything. We just, having fun. Just having fun with it. And that's what I love. I love that. We changed areas. There was like different areas where you could, take pictures. It was just a good shoot, and it was fast. And I think we completed this in maybe under an hour. Once we got started, in maybe under an hour. We did 2 looks in under an hour. We was in and out, and we got what we needed to get. And it was so good. It was just so good. No one was there, but you don't have to, when you go in the mornings, early mornings, you don't have to fight for positions, especially if you're going out on location. Sometimes you have to fight for positions. And when you do it early in the morning, there's no, no fighting with that. So I love that for us. So we was able to get in and get out. So I love that. So yeah, so basically that is it. That is the setup versus the shot and how I do it. And I think I like doing these. I think I will definitely keep sharing these, the setup versus the shot of how, how the photo comes to life, your vision of what you see. And then when you get it on your computer and you actually see it on your screen, how it really looks, because looking in your viewfinder could be misleading sometimes. Okay. But yeah, so that is it. And I appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you made it this far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Okay. And then hit the comments and let me know, do you like being creative? Do you go out and be creative? Do you have a photographer that you work with that you just do creative things with? And then of course, like and share. Okay. And so until next time, I will talk to you then. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching my GG channel. Period.